record and everything is rosy, the injury report is not.
It's still a great night for basketball, though, Carp. Even though the Blue Dragons have faced a whole bunch of adversity in this first 12 games of the year, they are 11-1 and ranked 7th in the nation. So one way or another, they seem to find a way to keep it rolling.
Only 8 healthy players available tonight. The latest, starting point guard Tori Alford. She will miss some time with an undisclosed injury, but she had an MRI taken, and she will not be available, Dan, which kind of shifts things around in terms of how John Onchus and the crew are going to run the points.
Not very many players to spread out that 40 minutes of action amongst tonight. Definitely don't want a quadruple overtime game, I don't think, with only 8 players. But the 8 he has are high-quality individuals, and they have already learned how to compete because of this tough, rigorous early season schedule. It's got them ready to play.
Tonight, the Cloud County Thunderbirds come into the sports arena, a very un-Cloud County-like 6-7 record, albeit against a very tough non-conference schedule. 1-3 in the Jayhawk East. Again, last year when they resplit the divisions, Cloud County moved east. Last Saturday, on the road, they lost at Dodge City 70-65 for the T-Birds' third straight loss. The leading scorer for the T-Birds, J.C. Dollinghouse, was only held to 5 points. She's 5th in the league in scoring. Haven Hamilton had 14. Kelsey Kelly had 13. But I think that's a game where we found out a couple of things. Dodge is actually a lot better than what people anticipated, and Cloud County is kind of in a funk right now themselves, not a real deep bench of their own.
Cloud really struggled from a couple of games ago. They got out rebounded 59-37, and then in that loss at Dodge, they were 6 of 16 from the free throw line. So it's different aspects of the game that seem to be sneaking up on Cloud and giving them problems from one game to another.
Brad Erkenbach in his 31st year. He does have one national championship under his belt. Defensively, normally the T-Birds are a very stellar defensive program, but an un-Cloud County number this year, 68.5 points allowed. That's not very Cloud County-like.
With the points scored and the points allowed certainly coincide with that 6-7 record. 67.6 points per game, giving up 68.5, so the two seem to be in harmony.
Well, tonight, special night in one regard. Tonight is head coach John Onchus' 47th birthday, and the Blue Dragons would love to give him a nice birthday present with a victory.
John Onchus at age 47 was Coach Knack at like age 32. I think he's going to live to be 120.
Well, he's had an impressive run here now, 358 wins, 74 losses in his 13th season. We're going to take a 2-minute break and get some more pregame in, talk about this matchup. It's the Blue Dragons and the Thunderbirds, live from the sports arena. You're listening to Blue Dragon Basketball on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Happy holidays from your friends at Pools Plus. Our December Happy Hot Tub Days will feature a new set of our pre-owned hot tubs at rock bottom prices each week. Get into the spirit of the season and get into a new-to-you hot tub to aid in relieving that holiday stress. To guarantee pre-Christmas delivery, come see us soon. Don't miss the after-Christmas sale running the final week of 2019. Brand new in-stock American Whirlpool and Vita hot tubs at blowout prices. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Welcome back to the Sports Arena, everybody. Steve Carpenter, Dan Nacarata with you. Just a couple of minutes before the starting lineups. Hutchinson coming in with a record of 11-1, 4-0 in the Jayhawk West, ranked number 7 in the nation. They moved up one spot when previous number 5 Shelton State was defeated. Cloud County coming in with a record of 6-7 and 1-3, and they've dropped 3 in a row. Dan, what are the keys going to be for the Blue Dragons tonight, especially with the short bench?
You hit it right on the head, Steve Carpenter. The Blue Dragons have to avoid foul problems with only 8 players available. You have to really get in the stance and defend without fouling. I think it's fairly obvious that the Blue Dragons would be considered a favorite in tonight's game, but you get 1 or 2 players in foul trouble, and suddenly that disappears.
Well, it was that very case down in El Dorado on Saturday. Lauren Mapasua, Brooklyn Betham, and Sasha Francis all fouled out. And Lauren fouled out with like 7 minutes to go in the game. So they were down to literally 6 players, and 3 of those had 3. So 3 of the 4 games in the conference, the Blue Dragons have been in foul trouble, and they've somehow managed a way to overcome that adversity. Again, 4-0 in the league.
Always good to have the officials stop by and give us a quick fist pound. I don't know if it's an official game if they don't come say hi to us.
Pretty good crew tonight.
It is. Very good crew.
Got Bill Goldsmith and Troy Olsen and Jeff Stromgren. Jeff's worked a lot of Big 12 games.
Yeah, that's an experienced officiating crew. They'll keep it fair.
They really will. And if you're the Blue Dragons, you really kind of hope they the little flow go. We're going to have the national anthem, so we're going to take another 1-minute break and return with the starting lineups. Again, it's the Thunderbirds and the Blue Dragons live from the Sports Arena. This is Blue Dragon Basketball on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this morning as
for the playing of the national anthem. Tonight, the anthem is being performed by the Blue Dragon Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Chris Merchant.
Ahead of this Jayhawk Conference game between the number 7 ranked Blue Dragon women and Cloud County. Elsewhere in the Jayhawks tonight, a very intriguing matchup down in Arkansas City as Seward County and Cali get together. They're getting ready to tip off. Neosho County will be at Barton tonight. Independence at Pratt. Dodge City will play at Allen. Coffeyville will be at Garden City. And Butler gets to make the long trek northwest out to Goodland to play Northwest Tech. Currently in the Jayhawk, Hutchinson has a half-game lead in the Jayhawk West over Seward County at 4-0, Seward 3-0. Cloud, Pratt 2-1, Dodge City 2-2. Cali and Indy are tied on the Jayhawk East side of things at 3-1. Coffeyville and Butler tied at 2-2. So, Dan, we've talked about the injuries. We've talked about the foul trouble. Again, I think part of this goes down to just how good the non-conference has been, how it's prepared this team to have these kinds of games and still fight through the adversity.
Most rigorous early season schedule that I can remember. The
run in Lubbock for the Hutchinson Community College women's basketball team to this point.
Last season, we went on a postseason run that nobody but us expected to make.
We made it all the way to the NJCAA tournament national semifinals.
We learned a lot as freshmen. Sometimes the lessons were tough. We learned to compete.
We learned to persevere.
We learned to trust one another. We were 2 games away from winning a national title.
There was one other lesson we learned last year.
The Blue Dragons have unfinished business. Time to get to work.
Lineup for your Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. At guard, a 5'7" freshman from Queensland, Australia, number 1, Kyra Claudiora. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Baldwin City, Kansas, number 2, Abby Ogle. At center, a 6'3" sophomore from Queensland, Australia, number 4, Brooklyn Bethel. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Queensland, Australia, number 11, Lauren Mapasuva. And at guard, a 5'6" sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota, number 23, Michaela Bennett. The Blue Dragons are 11-1, 4-0 in the Jayhawk Conference, and number 7 in the nation. Coached by John Onches in his 13th season, assisted by Travis Kirk, Phil Anderson, and Jamie Patrick. Officials for tonight's contest, Jeff Strongren, Troy Olson, and Tom Goldsmith.
And those are your starters in the Queensland trio in the starting lineup tonight. All 3 Queensland Australia natives, Kyra Claudiora, Lauren Mapasuva, and Brooklyn Bethel getting the start, along with good old reliable Abby Ogle and Michaela Van Eck.
4 of the Cloud starters are in-state players from Kansas. 3 of the Hutchinson starters are from Australia.
We're set to go here. The Dragons wearing gray, Cloud wearing the black and gold, and the Dragons control the opening tip with Brooklyn Bethel. Thanks for joining us here on Country 102.9, KWBW, AM and FM, and the Blue Dragon Sports Network. Now top with it is Abby Ogle. Lobs it over to the left side. 3-point drive by Van Eck. She knocks it down. She continues her hot streak. Now 132 career threes, and she ties Jamie Patrick for 7th, her assistant coach on the all-time 3-point list.
The amazing thing is Van Eck didn't start the season all that hot from 3-point range, but she found it quickly.
Baseline drive by Mason Dewey, no good. The Dragons grab the rebound. Van Eck up the floor with the left-handed dribble. Slows it up now. They will work against the man defense by the T-Birds. Now between the circles, Ogle. She drives, now kicks it right side, Mapasuva. Fakes, drives left, and comes out to Van Eck. Dragons with 14 to shoot. Claudiora resets the offense over to the left wing. Abby Ogle, 1 dribble, right back to Claudiora with the shot. Her 3-pointer, no good, and Cloud clears the rebound. 3-0 Dragons, a minute 5 in. And there's a steal by Ogle on a bad pass. Abby Ogle go up with the left hand. She scores. And it's 5-0 Hutchinson. Imagine that. Abby Ogle, a steal and a layup.
I thought steal and layup were her middle and last names for a while there.
Kelly picks up a dribble. She's in a little bit of trouble. Bounce pass inside. Pass deflected by Brooklyn Bethel. Turnover number 2 for the T-Birds. Paniora slows it up. Kicks it left side. Mapasua. Van Nett tries another 3. Got it!
Exactly the same spot.
Just like that, it's 8-0. 1 minute and 32 seconds into this one. And Brett Erkenbrack calls a 30-second timeout. 8:22 to go, opening quarter. Dragons 8, T-Birds nothing. We'll return in 30 seconds on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Listen up, peeps. We've got the best wireless deal on the best wireless network. Bring your tired old phone to Nextech Wireless and swap it out for a free iPhone 11 or Galaxy S10e. Really? Oh yeah, bring your number with you and get a Ring video doorbell too. Also free. And it's still 4 lines, $120, all unlimited data. Doesn't get better than that. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Quick timeout for the Cloud T-Birds. And they'll key it in from the baseline and go end to end.
Yeah, bad pass out of bounds. That's the 3rd turnover by my count, Dan. And right now the Dragon defense wreaking havoc with the T-Birds.
The last thing in the world a coach wants to see is committing a turnover coming out of a timeout.
There's a drive by Van out. She'll whip it out to the right corner. Mapasua, 3-pointer, no good. Defensive rebound to Hamilton of the T-Birds. Up the floor is Kelly. To kick it to the right wing, Jones. Jones guarded by Van Nett, out top to Dewey. Dewey with the dribble, looks right, goes left, picks up her dribble, and throws it out of bounds. Turnover number 4.
That's what good, solid defense will do. It will get an opponent to commit a few unforced turnovers.
Well, it's a Castellea into the game. She's out of Ulysses, Kansas, a 5'5 freshman. Dragons this year are forcing 23.7 turnovers per game. That's Thompson, the Jayhawk.
Big part of their success.
Here's Mapasua, goes up a ball screen right back to Ogle, but a whistle away from the ball. And they call 3-second violation.
It must have been a violation because there was no foul reported.
So turnover number 1 against the Dragons. 8-0 Hutchinson, 7.5 to go, first quarter. Castellet with a little bit of trouble. Gets the ball off to Kelly. Kelly gets it off. Jones outside. Down the right corner, Castellea. She wants to go inside. Bounce pass inside. Nearly taken away by Ogle. Jump shot on the way by Dollinghouse. No good in the defensive board to Brooklyn Bethel. The Dragons still pitching the shutout. 3 minutes into this one. Bounce pass taken away. Kelsey Kelly with the steal. Turnover number 2 for the Dragons. Kelly now sets up the offense. Dollinghouse, an 18-footer off the side. No good. Kyra Ponte over the defensive board. She'll push it ahead. Numbers are back for the T-Birds. Pyra will drive in the lane and kiss off the glass and score.
Difficult shot. Off balance.
10-0 on the Kyra Ponte transition hoop. 6:38 to play, opening quarter. Haven Hamilton with the ball. Dragons in their usual man-to-man defense. Kelly lobs it inside to Dollinghouse. Turnaround jumper, no good. Abby Ogle, the defensive board. Bill Anderson yells go, and the Dragons do. Ball knocked out of Ogle's hands by Kelly. And back come the T-Birds after Hutchinson's 3rd turnover. Jones slows it up into the hands of Dollinghouse. Kicks it left side, Castellea. Her 3 is good. And at the 6:08 mark, the T-Birds are on the board, stopping Hutchinson's 10-0 run. 10-3 Hutchinson.
After 4 misses, Cloud finally converts a field goal.
Backdoor cut, Lauren Mapasua, she scores on a feed from Kyra Ponte. It's 12-3 Hutchinson.
That's a signature trademark of Blue Dragon basketball, those backdoor open layups.
Jones entry pass inside, taken away by the Blue Dragons, Brooklyn Bethel. Dragons push it ahead. Here's Mapasua in lane, splits 2 people, and she travels.
3rd turnover committed by Hutchinson. Cloud County has already committed 6.
Lakaya Leslie out of Kansas City, Kansas, a 6'1 freshman. And Lydia Austinson out of Tecumseh, Kansas, a 5'8 sophomore, checking in for the Thunderbirds. Checking in for the Blue Dragons will be Delicia Cooper out of Norfolk, Virginia. Sasha Francis out of Largo, Maryland. And Nafa Idra.
That's as close to a shift change that as the Blue Dragons can do with 8 players. 3 of them came in.
Hesitation by Casley. She takes it into the paint, gets the ball knocked out of her hands, but it'll stay with Hutchinson and 22 to shoot. 12-3 the score. Blue Dragons off to a 71% start shooting. Cloud just 1 out of 5. Into the high blocks is Leslie. She tries a drive with the left hand, guarded closely by Cooper. Can't get the shot to go. And Jalecia Cooper clears the board, pushes it ahead to Van Nett. Dragons don't have numbers, and Michaela will set it up. She wants to go inside to Cooper, but it gives it to Nafa between the circles. Hydra bounce pass it to the mid-block. Cooper, she squares. Her pass deflected. Chasing it down is Francis. Francis goes with the left hand, and she's fouled on the way in and will shoot 2.
Good attack by Sasha Francis. The more basketball we watch, the more it becomes apparent that the team that attacks the goal usually wins the game.
Sasha Francis, a 5'9" freshman out of Largo, Maryland, averaging 6 points per game, 70% free throw shooter. Eyes the first on the way, and it's off the mark rather bad.
Usually when the first one misses by that much, the second one goes in.
Dragons this year continue to struggle from the free throw line, just 56.9%. Second one's good by Francis. She's the 5th Dragon to score, and it's 13-3. Kelsey Kelly back in, replacing J.C. Dollinghouse for the T-Birds. Under 5 minutes to go. Dragons with a 10-point lead early. Castileo will drive to the right side against Poniora. Still with the dribble, looking to go inside. There's a lob over the top, knocked away by Nafa Hydra into the hands of Cooper. Jaleesa goes up 1-on-3, off glass, no good. And the rebound to Lakaya Leslie. Leslie goes to the left hand, will drive, kick it out left side to Austinson. Bad pass, chased down to the corner. Now her pass deflected and taken away by Michaela Van Nett. She'll pull up from 17. Shot up the back iron, no good. Back come the T-Birds. Down 10 with 4:20 to go. Kelly drives to the baseline, kicks it out to Austinson. Back out top to Castellea. She goes right underneath for a shot by Leslie. Shot no good. And now Hydra the rebound. That was a wide open shot, and I think that Leslie was too wide open. Now a three-pointer to the other side by Michaela Van Nett. No good. The long rebound out to the T-Birds. Fast-paced action in this opening quarter. On the left baseline, the drive shot up no good. A wild shot by Austinson right into the hands of Michaela Van Nett. 3:48 to go, 13-3 Hutchinson. Now between the circles, Cooper. Dragons trying to pound it inside. Cloud playing their man defense. Van Nett on the left wing with 14 to shoot. Slowly dribbles, kicks it out top to Cooper. Cooper drives with the right hand, contact, and a foul called. It should be on Lakaya Leslie. Just the second foul of the game. Both of them on the Cloud County Thunderbirds, and it's Leslie's first. Abby Ogle will check out, or check in. Tyra Poniora will check out. That tells me that Abby Ogle is probably going to run the point.
Abby Ogle's so versatile. She can really play any position on the court.
She's been playing the 4. She's a natural 3. Here's a lob into Cooper on the inbound. Turnaround jumper, baby hook, no good. Long rebound out to Austinson, and she runs for the T-Birds. Austinson against Francis, and Sasha Francis swats the ball out of bounds with authority.
You know, Sasha Francis was forced into a starting role due to injuries earlier this season, and I really feel like that established her confidence.
Sasha's 15th block of the year. That's a team high. Ball out, inbounded out to Castellet. She'll try a three-pointer, misses long, out of bounds, and it'll go to the Blue Dragons' last touch by Austinson. So a tough start for the T-Birds. Now 1 out of 10. Hutchinson at 5 of 11. T-Birds with 6 turnovers officially. Hutchinson with 5.
I show them with 8 turnovers.
Dragons with the ball, work left wing Cooper. Back out top to Van Nett. She'll drive in, hand it off to Ogle. Dragons run the high weave. Cooper now. Cooper hesitates, gets into the corner. Van Nett, three-pointer on the way, short. And the rebound to Kelly. T-Birds try to cut 10-point deficit. Into the low blocks. Rawlings up and under move, and she scores.
Nice move. Just the second field goal in this first quarter. 2:40 to play.
13-5, the Dragons with the lead in the ball. Lob underneath to Ogle, high pass, and it can't be saved out of bounds. It'll be a Blue Dragon turnover.
So officially that's the 6th Blue Dragon turnover?
Yes, according to the stats.
I probably marked one or two of them on the wrong side. I've been known to do that.
I did too, so. Here's Kelly with it. And she traveled with it as she tried to drive across the baseline and pass it out. So that is now turnover number 7 for the T-Birds. Lauren Mapasu will check in for Jalecia Cooper. Also, Michaela Vanette checks out. Who else came in? Lauren Mapasu back into the ballgame. Had her on Dragon Talk Monday night. She's got a little rugby background to her.
I enjoyed listening to that. You do a fantastic job with it, Steve, and the players are always fun to listen to.
The backdoor cut by Mapasua. She's fouled on the way in, and she draws the foul on J.C. Dollinghouse.
John Onchus does a great job on that Dragon Talk show every week, and it's kind of fun when he brings a player along with him.
This kind of gives the crowd out there a chance to meet the players, a little more one-on-one. First free throw by Mapasua, good. She's a 65% free throw shooter, averaging 7.1 per game. She has 3 in the contest with 1 more coming. 14-5 the score, make it 15-5. Dragons match their largest lead of the game with 2:10 to play. Quickly up the floor to the hands of Austinson, down under low Dollinghouse, and she draws the foul on Mapasua. We obviously know where Cloud's going, right into the hands of J.C. Dollinghouse, the 5th leading scorer in the Jayhawk Conference this year.
She's a strong player. So far, Blue Dragon defense has done exactly what the coaching staff had hoped they would do. They've been guarding well without fouling.
64% free throw shooter. Dollinghouse misses the first, well short. 2 points in the game. She has a chance at 1 more here. That one good. Dollinghouse gets 1 out of 2. She has 3 in the game, and the Dragons lead it 15-6 with 2 and change to go here in the opening quarter from the Sports Arena. The last time the Blue Dragons will play before the Christmas break. Dragons with the ball, left wing Ogle. Now top to Mapasua as she looks at a 3, passes it up, now goes right side to Pondiora. Kyra dives, takes it to the hoop and scores. Pondiora with 4, both on drives to the hoop, and the Blue Dragons have a 17-6 lead. Austinson fakes a 3, drives all the way across the line, throws up an air ball into the hands of Nafa Hydra. Pondiora pushes it up, hesitates, goes to the right, all the way in again, scores! Off glass, it's 19-6. Pondiora has 6.
All 3 of her baskets came on impressive drives.
Austinson spots up for 3, right wing, no good. Long rebound into the corner, chased down by Abby Ogle. 1:12 to play. Dragons by 13. Ogle lobs it into Hydra. She goes with the left hand and scores. Just like that, that's an 8-0 run. And it is 21-6 Hutchinson. And a turnover on the other end. Ogle the steal. Abby pushes it in, skip past left side. Francis. Sasha tries a 3-pointer, got it. Dragons on an 11-0 run, 24-6 the lead. Very reminiscent of 1 week ago right here against Neosho County.
9 out of 16 from the field in this first quarter.
Here's a drive by Castellea, taken away by Francis. Another T-Bird turnover. Dragons run 2-on-2. Francis left-handed layup, good. Francis was 6. It's a 20-point Hutchinson lead, just like that.
10 out of 17 from the field, and they're taking good shots.
A lot of it predicated on the defense. Castellea picks up her dribble, now goes into the free throw line. Leslie, she drives, ball stripped away by Ogle, but it'll stay with the T-Birds. 6.8 seconds left to go in the corner. The shot clock is dark. David Hamilton will return to the game for Lydia Austinson. J.C. Dollinghouse will inbound. Not the first time she's played on this Sports Arena floor. She's been in a couple of 3A tournaments with Nemaha Central. There's Austinson between the legs, drives left, goes up and underneath, gets stripped, and that's the quarter. An impressive finish, a 13-0 run by the Blue Dragons. And after 1 here in Hutchinson, it's the Blue Dragons 26, Cloud County 6. We'll return in 60 seconds on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. It's year-end closeout time and Christmas, so we have great deals like a 2019 Toyota Avalon was $45,175, now $35,175. That's $10,000 off. Or how about a 2019 Toyota Camry, list price of $26,854? You can buy it for only $22,900. Oh my! So hurry out and take advantage of these year-end closeouts. Come by and see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Steve Carpenter, Dan Nacarado with you from the Sports Arena. Another impressive start for the number 7 ranked Blue Dragons. 10 of 17 shooting in that first quarter, Dan. 3 of 7 from 3, and they lead 26-6 over the T-Birds.
And I'm showing the T-Birds 2 of 13 from the field.
You are correct, sir.
That's a pretty big difference in shooting accuracy.
Very reminiscent of that start 1 week ago where the Dragons threw up 68 points in the first half against Neosho County. Napa Hydra, Lauren Mapasuo, Kyra Pontior, Abby Ogle, Michaela Vanna on the floor for the Dragons. Here's a lob inside, another turnover for the T-Birds, their 11th of the game. Ogle with another steal. She gives it off to Mapasua, drives and kicks it out to Pontior. Dragons set up in the half court, up 20. Vanette to Pontior, drives to the left hand, kicks into the left corner. Ogle, three-pointer, got it. Abby Ogle with her 14th three of the year. She's got 5, 29-6 Hutchinson. Now Dollinghouse quickly the other way. Shot no good. Winning the rebounds, Mason Dewey off to Casleo, three-pointer, her shot no good. The 6'5" Napa Hydra clears the board for Hutchinson. The Dragons look to improve a 23-point lead. Underneath Ogle, layup good on a feed from Michaela Vanette. And it's a 30-second timeout, Cloud County. 9:10 to play, second quarter. Hutchinson 31, Cloud County 6. We'll take a 30-second break on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
What about this start, Dan Nacarado?
Oh, it couldn't have been any better for Hutchinson so far.
Cloud County with the ball, and another turnover. This one stolen away by Lauren Mapasua. Lauren pushes it to Ogle. Over to right side, Vanette, her baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds to the T-Birds. One of the few rare times Dragons didn't convert on a transition.
Prior to that shot, Hutchinson had made their last 7 consecutive field goal attempts.
5 points in the first 50 seconds. Here's Dollinghouse, lobbed inside, pass put right back into her hands. Dollinghouse in the right corner, goes underneath to Leslie. Her jumper good, 13-footer. Leslie on the board. She averages 9.5 points per game, and the Dragons lead it 31-8. That snaps a 15-0. Check that, a 17-0 Cloud County run. Mapasua, top of the key, Ogle. She fires from 3, rims off no good. Even the misses are close from going down. Kelly into the lane, kicks it left side to Dewey. She'll try a three-pointer. This one too strong. High for the rebound, Brooklyn Betham. Pontior gets the outlet, dumps it underneath Ogle, right back out to Vanette. Van tries a 3, got it! Van's third 3 of the game. She now has 134 for her career, 34-8 Hutch with 7:50 to play here in the second quarter. Kelly drives the baseline, cut off by a Dragon dump team underneath the Dollinghouse. Her shot may have been deflected by Bethan. She gets the rebound right back, and the Dragons push it ahead. Pontior running 2-on-3. Tough bounce pass, Ogle falls down, gets it back out to Pontior. Now Mapasua. Dragons set it up, goes underneath to Brooklyn Bethlehem. A foul called in the paint on Haven Hamilton. That'll be her second of the game. Cloud County's first of the quarter. Quick-paced game so far, Dan.
Been an entertaining game, especially if you're a Hutchinson Blue Dragon fan. A lot to be happy about on this December evening. Final exams finished up today at Hutchinson Community College, so all of the student athletes are set for the Christmas break.
Big sighs of relief from the student body. Here's Ogle, hesitates, cups turns to Bethlehem, who scores off glass on a great feed by Abby Ogle. Bethlehem with her first bucket of the game. It's 36-8 Hutchinson. T-Birds with it in the half court. Castellet on the left wing. Popping out to get it, Jasmina Jones, top of the key. Started by Pontiori. Tries to go left of a ball screen, now reverses the right, throws one off glass, no good. The rebound to Brooklyn Bethlehem. Dragons continue to play stellar defense. Cloud County now 3 for 19 shooting. Underneath Abby Ogle again on a feed from Michaela Vanette. And Brett Erkenbrack's going to take another 30-second timeout. The lead's up to 30 with 6:55 to go. Hutchinson 38, Cloud County 8. We'll take another 30-second timeout on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use FirstPay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Steve Carpenter and Dan Nascerato back with you. You are listening to KHUT Hutchinson and KWBW Hutchinson, Country 102.9, and where Hutchinson comes to talk at 1450 AM, 98.5 FM. 6:45 to go. The Dragons have built a 30-point lead into the second quarter. There's a shot up, no good by Leslie. Battle for the rebound, one by the T-Birds, Haven Hamilton, and she's fouled on the putback try. And it'll be Michaela Vanette picking up the Dragons' just second foul of the game.
That's right. If Hutchinson can finish the game by only committing one foul per quarter as a team, the coaching staff will be very pleased.
Haven Hamilton misses the first. They had 2 fouls in the first 38 seconds, I thought, down at El Dorado the other night. Second free throw by Hamilton. This one bounces around a couple times, no good. And Jalecia Cooper gets the board. The Dragons have Cooper, Paniora, Bethlehem, Francis, and Vanette out on the floor for John Austin. 38-8 the lead. Vanette on the left wing. Skip pass right corner, Francis. She'll go into the lane, left hand, bounce pass underneath Bethlehem. She scores on a great feed from Francis. And the Dragons are clicking offensively, now leading 40-8.
Hutchinson continues to create easy scoring opportunities for themselves.
Castellet drives left off a ball screen. Now off to Leslie. She goes to the left hand, powers in and scores, and draws the foul on Brooklyn Bethlehem. That will be the first. There goes the one foul per quarter series.
What's happening with that?
Brooklyn's first. J.C. Dollinghouse returns to the game. She's going to replace Jasmina Jones.
Perhaps Hutchinson will go either the third or the fourth quarter without committing a foul and still get that average to come out.
First free throw by Leslie, no good. She's a 66% free throw shooter. 1 year ago, and again, that was a national semifinal team, slow starts were kind of the norm, but quick starts for the 2019-20 Blue Dragons.
That's for sure.
Leslie gets 1 out of 2 to make it 40-9 with 5:56 to play. Paniora hands it off to Francis. Dragons are in the high weave. Now left wing, Cooper. Jalecia goes right back out top. 3-point try by Vanette, no good. High for the rebound. Leslie for the T-Birds. Castelleo slows it up, bounces pass down into the right baseline for Dollinghouse. She drives, pulls up from 14, rims off, no good. That's the rebound.
Jalecia Cooper, the only Hutchinson Blue Dragon available to play tonight who hasn't scored yet.
Underneath Cooper, layup good on a feed from Sasha Francis, and right on call. Dan Nacarado, Coops in the books. It's 42-9. We are not scripting this stuff, but we're having Denny Matthews moments the last couple of weeks. Dollinghouse drives, pulls up from 13. She scores, and she's fouled by Cooper. A bit of a delayed reaction. Dollinghouse went up. Then Sasha reached out to commit the foul. And the shot somehow went in.
She's a strong player. She had the strength to muscle it in after the foul.
Dollinghouse completes the conventional three-point play. She has 6, and the Dragon lead at 30, 42-12. That's the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Poniora hands it off to Van Ed, closely guarded by Dewey. Down to the high post Coop. Back out to Van Ed. Van waits. Backdoor cut by Cooper, but the pass not home. Turnover Hutchinson.
Even a longer court.
Officially 6 turnovers by the Dragons, 12 by the T-Birds. Shooting-wise, Hutchinson 65.4%, 17 of 26, 5 of 10 from 3. The T-Birds 4 out of 23 overall, 17%, 1 of 6 from three-point range. Castalea with the dribble, goes right side to Dewey. Dewey guarded by Van Ed. Now dumps underneath to Hamilton. She'll power up. Shot blocked by Brooklyn Betham, but Hamilton gets the ball right back after Betham falls down and scores on the putback. 42-14 the score. Dragons into the half court. Van Ed left wing. Gets to Ogle. She takes it down the right side. Bounce pass outside Francis. Francis drives. Now gives it off to Betham. Dragons reset the offensive 12. Pass taken away by Castalea. Turnover number 7. T-Birds run 2-on-1. Layup no good by Dewey. Pretty good defense by the Dragons. Poniora runs right back. Hesitates to the lane. Left-handed layup no good. Dragons then convert that transition opportunity very well. Castalea will slow it up. Goes left wing to Dewey. Dewey waits for Dollinghouse to pop out. Fakes a 3. Now drives in the lane. Dumps it underneath the Hamilton. Layup good. Hamilton with 4. And it's 42-16 with 3:35 to go in this opening half. Francis out top to Ogle. Fakes the 3. Dribbles behind the back. Goes to the right side. Gives it out to Van Ed. Now Francis with it. She'll take it down the lane against Dollinghouse. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound comes in the hands of Castalea, and she flies up the floor. Dragons get back defensively. Castalea in the lanes of the left hand. Forces up a shot. Bounces and drops in. And John Otch sees a little lack of defensive intensity and takes a 30-second timeout with 3:09 left. 42-18, Blue Dragons lead Cloud County. We'll take a 30-second timeout on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
Listen up, peeps. We've got the best wireless deal on the best wireless network. Bring your tired old phone to Next Tech Wireless and swap it out for a free iPhone 11 or Galaxy S10e. Really? Oh yeah. Bring your number with you and get a Ring video doorbell too. Also free. And it's still 4 lines, $120, all unlimited data. Doesn't get better than that. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
We mentioned another game in the Jayhawk that's quite intriguing tonight, taking place down in Arc City, Seward County at Cali. Seward has a 28-27 lead over the Tigers with 4:57 left in the second quarter. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. Steve Carpenter, Dan Nacarano, back with you on Country 102.9, KWBW Radio, and the Blue Dragons Sports Net, with Dragons with the ball after the John Lodge's 30-second timeout. Ogle drives off a ball screen behind the back. Mapasua pops out, now goes underneath to Hydra. She goes with the left or the right hand this time. Shot way short. Good defense by the T-Birds Hamilton. Now Castalea in the left corner. Dollinghouse underneath. Ball batted around by a couple of T-Birds. Shot blocked by Hydra. Cloud County retains possession. Dollinghouse tries a three-pointer and knocks it down. That's her 17th 3 of the year. Again, she's the 5th leading scorer, and it's 42-21. Dragons with the ball. Eric Sexton, the former Wichita State AD in the stands tonight. On a feed from Lauren Mapasua, Sasha Francis scores point blank for the Dragons. She has 8, and the Dragons lead at 44-21. Dragons continue to execute most impressively, Dan.
They really have it clicking on all cylinders again tonight.
Here's a drive by Dallinghouse. She puts up shot blocked by Mapasua into the hands of Ogle. Abby pushes it ahead. Will take it all the way. Draws contact. No call. Hydra the rebound. She's too far underneath. Gets the shot off the bottom of the backboard, and the T-Birds come away with it. Castellea pulls up from 15. Her shot short. Into the hands of Leslie. Her put back no good, but a foul called on the Blue Dragons. Nafa Hydra. That'll be her first. No Blue Dragon with more than one.
Music to the ears of the Blue Dragon faithful.
Indeed. Castellea checks out. Lydia Austin sent out to Tecumseh, Kansas. Returns for Cloud County. 2 free throws for Lakaya Leslie, and the first one's too strong. She's 1 of 3 from the line. Cloud County now just 3 out of 8 from the stripe.
Lakaya Leslie has been a producer for Cloud County this season. She's had several double-doubles this year.
Second one also no good. Good box out by Mapasua. Back come the Dragons. Francis will slow it down, bring it back out. In the backcourt, Mapasua. She drives, goes all the way up to the right hand. Shot a little bit too strong. Gets her own rebound, though. Puts one up and scores. Stick 2 into this by Lauren Mapasua. She has 5 when the Dragons lead 46-21 with 1:15 to play, second quarter. Here's a drive in the lane by Leslie. Stripped by Nafa Hydra. And a battle. It's a tied possession, and it'll go over to the Blue Dragons. That'll be a Cloud County turnover. Do you kind of see, Dan, and I'm not making light of what the Blue Dragons did or last week against Neosho or what's happening to Cloud, but you kind of see the same facial expression for the T-Birds that we saw to the Panthers just by this wave that hit them?
Absolutely. It's deja vu all over again.
Thank you, Yogi Berra.
It's the sequel.
In the high post, Ogle out, Van Nett, her three-pointer, air ball. Ogle saves it in bounds right into the hands of Dallinghouse with 53 seconds left. Dallinghouse throws it underneath to Hutchinson. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Lauren Mapasua. Dragons getting a few blocks. They lead the league at 4.4 blocks per game. Done nothing to hurt that average tonight. That was their 4th block of the evening.
And their technique is so good. They just go straight up.
Kelly drives, throws up a right-hander against her body. No good, but she gets her own rebound. Shot didn't hit the iron, so the shot clock's at 13 and counting. Dallinghouse, top of the key, lobs it in and gets it right back. Dallinghouse drives against Panior. Fadeaway jumper short into the hands of Kyra Panior, and the Dragons run with 25 seconds left. Panior goes to the hoop, can't get the shot to go. Van Nett tips the rebound up, knocks it into the hands of a Cloud player, who then tries to save it into the hands of Abby Ogle. No shot clock now. Dragons have 10 seconds to go here in the half. And a reach-in foul on Kelsey Kelly. Only the second foul against the T-Birds this quarter. So the Dragons will have 7.6 seconds left to play here in the quarter. First foul on Kelly. They'll inbound from the far baseline, or near baseline as you look on the stream. Ogle, backdoor cut. Lauren Mapasua, her shot too strong. Contact, no foul. 2 seconds, 1. And the shot doesn't get off, and we have reached halftime. And another impressive display by the number 7 ranked Hutchinson Community College women's basketball team. Your score at halftime from the Sports Arena. The Blue Dragons 46, the Cloud County Thunderbirds 21. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the Medicine Shop game capsule. Again at halftime, the Dragons lead the T-Birds 46-21 on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Sutton Coffin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man White Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson. Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A, and online at rvdrivein.com. Go Blue Dragons!
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all three pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bauman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
We are at halftime at the Sports Arena on this final game of the first semester, and it's a very good start for the Hutchinson Community College women's basketball team, leading Cloud County 46-21. Steve Carpenter and Dan Nacarado with you. It was 26-6 after one quarter. The Dragons outscore Cloud County 20-15 in the second to lead by 25. And it is time for the Medicine Shop Inc. Game Council. It is flu time in Kansas as well as all over the United States, and it appears to be getting worse. Get your flu shot today at the Medicine Shop. Rick Stone in the game will take care of you. Again, that's the Medicine Shop at the Little White Castle on the corner of 14th and Main in Midtown Hutchinson. Dan Macarata with the numbers.
All of the Hutchinson Blue Dragons who are available and suited up to play tonight scored in the first half, but there are only 8 players. But still, that's always a nice accomplishment, and it's very balanced scoring. 46 points for the Blue Dragons, but no one in double figures. 2 players scored 9, Abby Ogle and Michaela Van Ett. Close behind, Sasha Francis came off the bench to score 8 points, 6 points apiece for Kyra Paniora and Lauren Mapasua, 2 points apiece for Navadumata Hydra and Jaleisha Cooper. Brooklyn Bethan scored 4 points, so all 8 Blue Dragons scored, and they shot it very effectively, 19 of 38 for 50% from the field, 5 of 12 from three-point range, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. An impressive statistic for Hutchinson in that first half, 13 assists, so they're playing good team basketball compared to only 4 assists dished out by Cloud County Community College players. Leading the scoring for Cloud, J.C. Dollenhouse scored 9 points. Alicia Caspalea scored 5. Haven Hamilton with 4. Lakaya Leslie 2. And Jasmina Jones scored 1. Just 21 points for Cloud County. And when you look at anywhere you want to on the stat sheet, advantage Blue Dragons.
And that is your Medicine Shop game capsule. Again, the Medicine Shop located at the corner of 14th and Main at the Little White Castle in Midtown Hutchinson. We're going to take another 1-minute break, and Dan Nacarano will break down the first half, get you set for the second half, and discuss tonight's men's game between the Blue Dragon men and Cloud County coming up. Again, another 1-minute break. We're at halftime, Hutchinson 46, Cloud County 21. This is the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Happy holidays from your friends at Pools Plus. Our December Happy Hot Tub Days will feature a new set of our pre-owned hot tubs at rock-bottom prices each week. Get into the spirit of the season and get into a new-to-you hot tub to aid in relieving that holiday stress. To guarantee pre-Christmas delivery, come see us soon. Don't miss the after-Christmas sale running the final week of 2019. Brand new in-stock American Whirlpool and Vita hot tubs at blowout prices. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coffin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
We are at halftime in Hutchinson at the Sports Arena. The Blue Dragon women with a 46-21 lead. Steve Carpenter along with Dan Nacarata this evening. Still early in the evening. Come on out to the Sports Arena, get the second half of this one, and then catch a pretty good guys game between the number 6 ranked Hutchinson men and Cloud County. First of all, Dan, let's talk to this one a little bit more. Another dazzling start. That's really all I can say about it. Another great start has buried another team early by the Blue Dragons.
They just have a way of deflating their opponents early in games, especially here at the Sports Arena. And my goodness, they got off to a tremendous start. Put up 26 points in that first quarter of action. Outscored Cloud 26-6 in the first quarter, and there was no looking back. And the outcome of this one is probably not in doubt, but it's still fun to watch. It's almost like a work of art sometimes when you watch the way the Blue Dragons play together, both offensively and defensively.
Oh, it's been a staple of John Hutchinson's team since he came here. We got a taste of it in his 2 years over at Hutchinson High in bringing that program back around and taking him to state his second year. But, a lot of assists, a lot of movement away from the ball, precision back cuts. It's just all a part of the way John Hutchinson has brought up to play the game, and he instills that into his coaching.
John has an ability to size up opponents in a short amount of time. He can watch film for 2 or 3 minutes and pretty much tell you everything every player on that other team wants to do. I've never seen anyone be able to do anything like what John does so quickly. Now, Phil Anderson, Travis Kirk, and Jamie Patrick, they're very accomplished coaches in their own rights, but that's a special thing that John does. And I would say I've never seen another community college where the players improve as rapidly as what they do after they arrive here at Hutchinson, Kansas.
Well, it is a system. They know they're going to go through some struggles early. They know their players know from day one they're going to get pushed hard. And you're right, Dan. You look at 3 of the players from last year who have moved on to Division I, and I'm referring to Jada Mickens, who's now at UMKC, and then the 2 UTEP girls in Tia Bradshaw and Nene Roebuck. All 3 are contributing for their 4-year programs because they are pushed here.
Pretty much every player that moves on contacts us, whether it's social media or comes back to visit or gives us a call, and they all say the same thing. We wish Hutchinson was a 4-year university, because I think, as you hit it on the head, Carp, early on, it's not easy. They're challenged, and a lot of these players, they're not used to things not coming easy for them because they're all talented players, but it doesn't take long for them to appreciate how much better they get.
Again, at halftime, the Blue Dragon Women lead Cloud County 46-21. Coming up after the conclusion of this game will be the number 6 ranked Hutchinson men taking on Cloud County. And a very familiar last name will be on the Thunderbird bench, and Jordan Altman. He is the son of Dana Altman. Used to be of Kansas State and Creighton fame, now out at the University of Oregon, coaching one Shakur Houston. So they're off to a nice start. Blue Dragons are going to have to rebound from their first loss of the year.
Sometimes you catch a team coming off a loss that's as good a team as the Blue Dragons are, and they just can't wait to get out there, and sometimes they get off to a tremendous start. However, when you look back at the last couple of years, Cloud County Community College has picked up victories against Hutchinson. A couple of years ago, it was an overtime game, 82-79, and last year, on December 12th, almost exactly a year ago, Cloud picked up the 72-64 victory over Hutchinson. So it's a team that Jordan Altman has them ready to play against Hutchinson.
He does. Both of those wins coming at the Thunderdome in Concordia, and that is a strange place to play. You've got a dark weight room on one side, you have an angled white wall on the other side, and obviously Cloud County practices it every day. So that's definitely home court advantage, T-Birds.
If I remember right, all the fans sit on one side of the court.
No, there's fans on both.
Oh, there are fans on both. Okay. Is there a stage on
No, but there's that elevated weight room.
Did it used to be a stage?
You're thinking Colby.
Oh, I am thinking Colby. Oh, yeah. How could I forget Cloud? Straight north of here. I apologize. Yeah, the Thunderdome is a tough place to play. And it has some strange angles.
It sure does. But the Blue Dragons got into a little bit of foul trouble with Saquon Singleton last week, and it really took them out of the flow against Butler in the second half. It was, quite honestly, just a miserable half to sit through for Steve Eck, because nothing went right, and Butler turned that point. They were down 6 at halftime, ended up winning by 10 points, so an 18-point turnaround, or a 16-point turnaround for the Blue Dragons. So with that in mind, one loss in your belt, what do you see the Blue Dragons coming out and doing tonight?
Well, the Blue Dragons struggled from the free throw line in that game at Butler, and they've been a good free throw shooting team up to that point. I expect to see them get back to, numbers have a way of balancing out. When you're a good shooting team with high percentages and you have one game where you go 13 of 26, I believe it was, from the free throw line, it tends to bounce back. So I expect to see them shoot the ball better. They really didn't shoot the ball very well in the second half of that game at Butler. I expect to see them shoot better. And a big factor, as you pointed out already, was Saquon Singleton had to sit quite a few minutes at that game at Butler. When Saquon is on the floor, he tends to make things happen. He distributes the ball very well, and he gets the team to the spots where the players are supposed to be.
You're very right. He's listed as a forward, but he's more of a point guard, one of the top assist people in the Jayhawk Conference. If you're watching on the video stream, when this game is concluded, you'll have to switch over to the other link. But if you're listening on Country 102.9 and BW Radio, you can sit right here and listen to Dan Nacarado and our good friend Glenn Grunwald. He'll take over for me for the play-by-play duties. We're getting set to go in the second half. We'll take this 1 minute timeout. Return for the second half. Again, Hutchinson leads Cloud County 46-21 on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
It will be the same starting lineup for the Blue Dragons: Kyra Poniora, Abby Ogle, Brooklyn Betham, Lauren Mapasua, and Michaela Van Nett, who moved past her coach Jamie Patrick into 7th place on the career three-point list now with 134. Next up, Heather Robin at 137 in 6th place. A little bit of a change for the Thunderbirds. Elisa Castellea will be in the lineup. She'll be joined by Kelsey Kelly.
Elisa Castellea did a nice job with those 5 first-half points.
Lakaya Leslie also in there, as well as J.C. Dollinghouse and Haven Hamilton, the 5 for the T-Birds. T-Birds with the opening possession of the second half. Kelly with it out front. Now it goes left side, Castellea. Castellea drives up a ball screen, drives off another. Bounce pass underneath. Ball deflected, taken away by Lauren Mapasua. Here come the Dragons. Mapasua goes to the left hand. Pulls up, dumps it underneath. Ball deflected into the hands of a T-Bird, but she's standing on the baseline as Lakaya Leslie, and it'll stay with Hutchinson. No reset on the shot clock, so no turnover by the Dragons. Now have 23 seconds to get the shot off. Out top, Van Nett now into the mid-block, Betham, and she's fouled very quickly by Haven Hamilton. That'll be her 3rd. The only player in this game, Dan, with more than one foul is Haven Hamilton of the T-Birds.
You kind of like to see that. Don't like to see players get disqualified. Let them play their game, and it's been a well-officiated game.
Panior in quickly to Ogle, nearly knocked away, but the Dragons retain possession. 15 to shoot now. Ogle on the right wing. Waits. Now throws it out top to Mapasua. She'll go all the way in with the left hand and score. Lauren with 8, 48 to 21. Quickly back the other way. Dollinghouse fakes a three, drives, and dribbles it off her foot for another T-Bird turnover.
Number 15 by my count.
Wow. One down. John Hodges calls out the play. 55 seconds into this third quarter, the Dragons comfortably up in front by 27. Mapasua on the right wing, guarded loosely by Dollinghouse. Goes underneath. Kyra Paniora scores on a feed from Lauren Mapasua. The Australian connection connects again, 50 to 21. Paniora with 8.
Another well-executed half-court offensive set.
Cloud runs the high weave. Castellea with the left hand. Throws it back out top to Kelly. Right back to Castellea on the left wing. Guarded. Now throwing into the Dollinghouse. Right up on her is Betham. Shot way short. Offensive rebound. Leslie can't hit the putback. Leslie gets another one. Puts it off the bottom of the rim. Gets her own rebound again. Nearly loses it out of bounds. Now Dollinghouse on the right side deep. Will drive the baseline. Kick it out left. Here's a three-point try by Kelly. That shot no good. Kyra Paniora the rebound. Quickly ahead to Betham, running the floor. Layup good. She's fouled and it counts. You'll love to see the bigs run, and that time the 6'3" Brooklyn Betham on the business end of that long pass from Kyra Paniora for a chance at an and one.
Got rewarded by a good hustle. And on the other end, Cloud had 4 shot attempts, came up empty, and it only took a couple seconds for Hutchins to score on the other end.
Brooklyn misses the rebound, offensive board, or misses the free throw, offensive board to Ogle. So the Dragons can make this a 4-point trip. High post, Betham drives with the right, spins, goes up and underneath, throws off glass and scores. Wow, what a play by Brooklyn.
Good step through.
She has 8, and it's 54-21. Backdoor cut, nobody home from the pass by Elisa Castellea. Another T-Bird turnover, and Brett Erkenbach's crew was completely flummoxed right now. Dragons attack quickly again. Mapasua scores off glass on a feed from Kyra Paniora. It's 54-21. Mapasua with 10.
Hutchinson 5 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
Here's a drive in the lane by Kelly. Shot no good. Her pull-up into the hands of Ogle. She runs 1-on-2. Abby goes all the way up, gets blocked from behind by Kelly, but a foul called, and Abby Ogle will shoot 2.
Third foul whistled against Kelsey Kelly. Also the third team foul of the quarter.
We mentioned that Cloud County is giving up points at a pretty high rate for a Brett Erkenbach team. 68.5 points per game. They've already given up 56, just a little less than 23 minutes into this one.
You know, sometimes at every level of basketball, when you don't have as many players available, the players that you do have step up, and we're seeing that happen tonight. I remember when Steve Eck was coaching at Cali. I think he only had 8 or 9 players available to him for a stretch, and they played very well.
Ogle hits 1 out of 2. Jasmina Jones gets the defensive board for the Thunderbirds. She has the ball in the forecourt. She'll try a long three-pointer right wing off the back iron, no good. Couple of Blue Dragons fight for the rebound, and Van Epp pulls it away and brings it up the floor. So with the dribble now, picks it up between the circles. Betham, lob underneath Ogle, layup, no good. Abby gets her own rebound back. You can't get the follow-up shot to go, and she will draw a foul and shoot 2. Kyle Leslie's second foul.
And that missed field goal attempt was the first miss of the quarter by Hutchinson. It was probably the easiest shot that they had.
Abby's first, good. Abby was 7, averaging 14.2 points per game, a 61% free thrower. She misses the second one. Long rebound comes into the hands of Jasmina Jones. It's 58-31 with 6:40 to play. Jones gets into the hands of Castellea, drives up a ball screen, bounce pass underneath the Dullinghouse, ball knocked away from behind. But a foul called on the Blue Dragons, Abby Ogle.
Just her first foul of the quarter committed by the Blue Dragons.
Lydia Austinson checks in for Kelsey Kelly for the Thunderbirds. Leslie Lou inbounds baseline right side. Waiting now, throws out top. Pass intercepted by Ogle. She splits one defender. Euro step. Layup good. Another turnover leads to more Blue Dragon points. They lead by 39 at 60-21 with 6:20 to play third quarter. Here's Jones, a three-pointer top of the key. Nearly misses everything. Ogle the rebound ahead to Pauniora. Bounce pass to the running lower Mapasua. Layup good. Warren was 6 of the quarter, 12 for the game, 62-21. Into the lane quickly is Leslie. Shears shot off glass, will not go. Pauniora the rebound. Pauniora in the lane, spins, nearly gets it stripped away. Back into the hands of Warren Mapasua. Her three-pointer off the mark. And Austinson pushes it ahead for the T-Birds. Austinson against Vanette. Brings it back out. Castaneda on the left side, Jones. Jones dribbles with the left hand, now crosses over to the right. Ball off her foot into the hands of Pauniora. Behind the back against Austinson. Layup, no good. Great effort by Pauniora, but just couldn't finish with the left hand. Again, another fast-paced quarter here. Here's Castellea. Picks up the dribble. Ball was around to the right side, and Austinson, she pulls up from 15. Her shot too strong. Pass, or the rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton and the T-Birds. It'll be Blue Dragon ball.
T-Birds are 0 for 9 in this third quarter. They've yet to score in the third quarter. Hutchinson on a 16-0 run the first 5 minutes of this third quarter.
Sasha Francis and Jaleesa Cooper into the ball game for Hutchinson. Betham, Pauniora, and Vanette stay on the floor for the Blue Dragons. Several different substitutions for Brett Erkenbrack. A 62-21 game midway through the third quarter. The Blue Dragons with the lead. Dragons run the high weave. Here's Cooper on the right wing. Waiting. Down to the high post, Pauniora. She spins, goes up the left hand and scores. That was a great finish by Kyra. She has 10. Cooper gets the assist. 64-21 Blue Dragons with 4:40 to go. Into the paint is Isabella Vasquez. She'll draw the foul on Brooklyn Betham and will shoot 2. By my count, Dan, is Brooklyn the first Blue Dragon with more than one foul?
She is.
Isabella Vasquez, a freshman out of Philadelphia. 69% free throw shooter, a left-hander, and she's off the mark with the first one.
Hutchinson's even guarding free throws well.
Oh, do I have a story about guarding free throw shooting. And Sheena Kuntz is going to kill me if she hears me tell it. Second free throw, no good. And Jaleesa Cooper the rebound.
Cloud 3 for 11 from the free throw line.
In the corner, Cooper now out top, Cooper now out top into the paint. Betham, her shot no good. And Mason Dewey the rebound. The guard out of Plainville. Pauniora knocks that pass out of bounds, and they'll stay with the T-Birds. 1 year during Sheena Kuntz's freshman year, she actually lined up and guarded a free throw shooter in the lane. Girl's ready to shoot the free throw, and here's Sheena, defensive stance right up on her. And Sheena's going to kill me if she hears I told that story on the air. There's a backdoor cut by Hamilton, and they're fouled by Nafa Hydra.
Second foul committed by Nafa.
Will be 2 free throws for Haven Hamilton out of Stockton, Kansas. Kelsey Kelly returns for the T-Birds, replacing Alyssa Castellea. Hamilton 0 for 2. And she gets the first one. That's her first. These were her first attempts, and that was her first make of the year. So she's 1 out of 3 from the stripe for the season. One more coming. This one, no good. Not 5 for the rebound. Hamilton has 5, and it's a 64-22 Blue Dragon lead with a little more than 4 to play. In the block, Cooper, turnaround jumper, shot no good. Idra the rebound, put back no good. She gets shoved from behind, but coming away with the board is Kelly for the Thunderbirds. Kelly brings it up, hands it off to Dollinghouse. She'll take it in the lane, has her arm out, shot no good. Idra with the block out, Cooper the rebound, Dragons run. Here's Francis. Gets cut up, bounce pass underneath Jaleesa Cooper, layup good. Coop has 4. Sasha Francis starting to rack up some assists. That's her 3rd of the game. Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Idra. It stays with the T-Birds and 23 to shoot. Matthew Ogle's going to return for Kyra Paniora. Remember, the Blue Dragons playing without Tori Alford tonight. She is injured. Poor Lord Mapasua could check in. The T-Birds get the ball, and Isabella Vasquez with the left hand hits a 17-footer in front of a Blue Dragon defender, and it's 66-24. Dragons into the high weave. Ball around left side to Coop. Top of the key, Vanette. She quickly pulls the trigger on the 3 and hits. Van with her 4th 3 of the game. She has 12. 69-24 Dragons.
That last trip was Cloud's first field goal of the 3rd quarter. They're 1 of 11 from the field this quarter.
Kelsey dribbles all around, now gets it underneath. Shot blocked from behind by Cooper. And then a foul reach in on Haven Hamilton, a loose ball foul by the T-Birds.
That's her 4th. Team 5th, so that should be 2 free throws for the Blue Dragons. I believe it was Jaleesa Cooper that got fouled, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Wearing the bright pink and blue. What do you call that tape that they put on their legs to...
I don't know the specific term. I'm still old school, think of ace bandages.
That's right.
But
I don't understand how that sticks.
Coop's first free throw, good. She's a 45% free throw shooter. She has 5. Coop 1 week ago tonight, a career high 18. Second free throw by Jaleesa. On the money. She has 6, 71-24. Micaiah Leslie and Alyssa Castellea back in.
25 points in the quarter for the Blue Dragons, just 3 scored by Cloud.
Another impressive quarter by Hutchinson. Castellea with the ball, now top to Kelly. Kelly looks at a 3, now drives in the lane around Nafa. Idra, shot blocked by Nafa. It'll be T-Bird ball. That was easy for the 6'5 Idra. Casey Dollinghouse will inbound baseline right side. 17 to shoot for Cloud, 2:36 in the period. Castelleo, a spot up for 3. Banks it off glass. And there's another one, Dan. I think that's 3 games in a row.
That's right. We have a streak of unintended bank shots.
Dragons quickly attack, but Idra can't handle the Mapasua pass. Turnover Hutchinson.
I show number 9.
Yep. (71-27) the score. T-Birds with the ball. Kelly with it. Cut off by Sasha Francis. Now Castellet with it. Top of the key. She keeps that dribble going. Dollinghouse comes out to get it on the right wing, guarded by Ogle. Popping out is the pass taken away by Cooper. Cooper off to Lauren Mapasua, layup good.
And yet another assist dished out by those Blue Dragons.
Another near steal by Ogle, but dumped underneath by Dollinghouse. Now the turnover for Hutchinson. Ahead to Lauren Mapasua, lowering into the lane, tries to dump it underneath. The pass taken away by Lakaya Leslie. Play getting a little sloppy in the last couple of possessions. Here's Dollinghouse spotting up for 3 left side, way short. Sasha Francis, the rebounds with 90 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll get you a couple of score updates between quarters. Here's Francis. She scores with Hamilton hanging on her back. She couldn't commit the foul or she'd foul out. Nafa has 4, and it's 75-27. 3-pointer by Kelly. This one too strong. Good box out by Cooper. Ahead to Ogle. Ogle lobs it to Francis. Layup good. Sasha with 10. It's a 50-point lead by the Blue Dragons. 77-27. as we enter the final minute of play in the third quarter. Dollinghouse will drive against Ogle to the baseline. Throws it back out top to Kelly. Castellea now in the left corner of Dollinghouse, inside to Lakaya Leslie. Her shot may have been altered by Knopf Ida, and Knopf was the last person to touch it out of bounds.
5 Blue Dragons are in double figures tonight. Not a single Cloud T-Bird in double figures.
Casey Dollinghouse had 9 at halftime. She stays right there. Faith Martin out of Eskridge, Kansas. She sees action for the first time. Haven Hamilton comes out for Brad Erkenbratt. Kaylee Hanslick also in the game. She tries a 3-shot, no good. Cooper the rebound. 34 seconds left. Mapasua runs the floor. Layup too strong. And it's last touch by Lakaya Leslie will stay with the Dragons. Great pass from Ogle underneath. I didn't even see Lauren down there.
It was an outstanding pass.
Ogle inbounds baseline right side into the hands of Mapasua. Now Cooper on the high post. She'll drive with the right hand. Go up. Shot short. Lakaya Leslie the rebound. Shot clock dark with 20 seconds to go. Castellea working against Mapasua. Ball was around the left side, lobbed in, nearly taken away. Turnaround jumper, Faith Martin. She can't get the shot to go. Knopf Ida the rebound with 9 seconds left. Lauren Mapasua pushes it. Mapasua pulls up, dumps it underneath. Layup, Knopf Ida good on a feed from Lauren Mapasua. And that completes a dominant 33-point quarter by the Blue Dragons. They outscore Cloud County 33-6 in the third period and take a 79-27 lead into the final 10 minutes at the Sports Arena. We'll take a 1-minute break and return with more on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Hi, Brian Bowo, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. It's year-end closeout time and Christmas, so we have great deals like a 2019 Toyota Avalon was $45,175, now $35,175. That's $10,000 off. Or how about a 2019 Toyota Camry, list price of $26,854? You can buy it for only $22,900. Oh my! So hurry out and take advantage of these year-end closeouts. Come by and see us at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
33-6 in the third quarter. The scoring advantage by Hutchinson. They lead Cloud County 79-27. Steve Carpenter and Dan Nacarado with you. Dan, what do the numbers look like through three quarters?
Well, it's just a dominant performance by the Hutchinson Blue Dragons tonight. They're holding Cloud to 10 of 53 from the field, just 19%, while Hutchinson is shooting 55% from the field, 33 of 60. Hutchinson outscoring Cloud 54-10, points in the paint.
Remember, only 8 players healthy for the Dragons tonight. Corey Alford not among them. And a bad pass by Abby Ogle will be a turnover for the Blue Dragons. It's Ogle, Van Nett, Idra, Cooper, and Francis on the floor for Hutchinson. Leslie, Castellea, Hanslick, Martin, and Kelly, the 5 on the floor for Cloud County. 3-point try by Kelly, no good. Into the hands of Ogle. Abby pushes. Takes it all the way to the hoop. Layup, good. Ogle, another transition bucket by the Dragons, 81-27. Ogle has 15 in the game. She's the team's leading scorer at 14.2, so she's on her average.
7 assists and 7 rebounds to go along with those 15 points.
Kelly with it, tries to drive up a ball screen, cut off by Ogle, into the hands of Castellea. Right back to Hanslick. Hanslick with the dribble, goes left side, Castellea. She'll spot up for 3 as the shot clock runs out, no good, hits the iron. Cooper the rebound. Ogle ahead to Francis. Her entry pass deflected. Castellea comes up with a good defense by Lakaya Leslie. Castellea pitches it ahead, nearly stolen away by Sasha Francis, but Sasha can't keep it in bounds. Ball belongs to the T-Birds and 24 to shoot. Blue Dragons shooting 55.7%. Cloud County a frigid 18.2. Here's a drive by Kelly to the hoop. Shot hits their iron short. Long rebound out to Cooper. Dragons run 3-on-3. Jalecia in the lane. Kicks out to Ogle. Abby spots up for three. Switch. Abby's second three of the game, her 15th of the year. She has 18. And the Dragons lead at 84-27. We almost hate to see the Dragons go on break as well as they're playing. Shot by Martin, no good. Off Idra the rebound. Abby again pushing up the floor. Crosses over. A little scoop shot up and in. Abby's got 20. And it's 86-27.
Clark, did you see this kind of offensive output from Hutchinson coming tonight?
Not against Cloud County. Normally a very good offensive team. Here's a drive by Castellet. Shot may have been deflected. And it's tied up. It'll stay with the T-Birds. Hydra at 6'3", tied it up against Castellet at 5'5". A little mismatch on the side. Abby Ogle leads to a game to a big round of applause. Kyra Poniora back in. J.C. Dollinghouse and Haven Hamilton return for the T-Birds.
Just to show you how well Hutchinson's getting back on defense tonight, fast break points, Hutchinson 23, Cloud 0.
I was wondering about that number. Entry pass taken away by Nafa. Idra, another T-Bird turnover. Nafa running the break herself, spins as she travels. You don't necessarily want to see a 6'3" center running the break, but when you're up, where the Blue Dragons are, take a shot.
Idra is pretty slippery. I've noticed when she catches the ball in the post, she always finds a way to get to the basket.
Castellea picks up a dribble. That one in the hands of Martin. Martin will take it down the lane with the left hand. Her shot altered, not blocked by Idra, and Nafa gets the rebound. Poniora into the forecourt, kicks it off to Francis. Francis drives the baseline, leaves it right there for Jaleesa Cooper, who kisses it off the glass and scores on the fourth assist by Sasha Francis. 88-27 Blue Dragons. Cooper with 10 in the game. The turnaround jumper by Faith Martin, no good. Cloud's not helping the issue by jacking up shots just 10 seconds into the possession. Here's a three-pointer try by Nafa. She hits it!
Oh, my goodness. Top of the key. Nafa Tumana Idra.
First three-point attempt of the year goes down for Nafa. 91-27. Another quick shot missed by the T-Birds, and here come the Dragons again.
She didn't even smile after she made it.
All business into the block. Cooper on top Idra. She tries another three. This one a little off the mark into the hands of Hamilton.
That one did draw a little bit of a smile.
Castellea will spin to the left hand, gets out the Dollinghouse. JC tries a three-pointer. Rims off, no good. Another board for Nafa Idra. Will she try three three-pointers in a row?
I don't think so.
Vanette will try a three right side. That shot off the mark. And Faith Martin the rebound. Dragons with 8 of 16 from three-point range tonight. Castellea drives up a ball screen, cuts back in, pulls up from 14 and hits.
And there is the first Cloud Community College player in double figures. 10 points.
Castellea with 10 now, 91-29. Backdoor cut, Vanette. She scores on the feet from Poniora. And John Hotchis calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here as this is just a substitution timeout.
Hutchinson is just making it look effortless. Such pinpoint execution on the offensive end and amazing defense on the other end.
Kyra Poniora with 5 assists. Ogle with 7. Francis with 6. Dragons distributing the ball very well tonight. They lead the league in assists at 18.8 per game. Here's a drive by Kelly. Shot short. And the ball knocked out of Brooklyn Betham's hands by Isabella Vasquez. It goes over to Hutchinson with 5:27 to play.
That conference leading assist mark is going to grow tonight for these Hutchinson Blue Dragons.
Last week against Neosho County, a school record 35 assists against the Panthers. Foul in the backcourt by Lydia Austinson. Reaching in on Michaela Vanette. It'll be Austenson's first. This is the first foul by either team here in the fourth quarter.
Blue Dragons are on pace to eclipse 30 assists tonight, aren't they?
Yes, they are. We'll get to the total here in just a moment. Francis with it. Now left side, Pontiora. She spins it into the low block. Mapasua, she's knocked down, but it's last touched by the T-Birds. Vasquez. 10 to shoot for the Dragons.
Just imagine how many assists they would have if I could ever talk you into awarding assists for made free throws off of good passes.
It's a live ball stat. That's why you don't give an assist.
You
on
are
a free
correct.
throw.
I fully concur that you are technically correct. I think the rule should change across the nation for all basketball.
Van tries a three-pointer, and she knocks it down, her fifth of the game. She's quickly moving up the charts in hot pursuit of Heather Robin. Now with 136. Robin has 137 in sixth place. There's a lob underneath the Hamilton shot, no good. Great defense by the Dragons. And here they come, pushing it ahead. Van will slow it up with 4:35 to go. Van into the right corner, Mapasua. Down underneath the Bethel, turns with the left hand and scores. Brooklyn has 10. 98-29 the score. There's a drive by Austinson, and she travels.
Here's the thing. When you only have 8 players available for a game and you know that in practice ahead of time, everyone is 100% sure of what their role is going to be on game night. And I think that can make a difference. I don't think you'd want to go through a whole season with 8 players, but one game works out fine.
Mapasua tries a three. That one rims in and out, no good. There's Kelly with it, pushing it ahead to Austinson. Whistle away from the ball. And they're going to get Lauren Mapasua with an infraction. It'll be her second. Alicia Cooper will report in and replace Michaela Vanette, who leaves the game with 17 points and 5 three-pointers. So officially now with 136, Heather Robin is sixth with 137. And she passed her coach, Jamie Patrick, into seventh tonight. Dollinghouse with on the left wing now drives with the right hand. Fade-away jumper, hits the front iron and rolls in. Dollinghouse gets her first points of the second half. She has 11, 98-31. So the Dragons look for the century mark for the third time this year, I believe.
That's correct.
127 against Heston, which was a school record.
Don't see that every night.
111 against Neosho County last week, which was third most in team history. Here's Mapasua on the left wing. Out between the circles, Tyra Pontiora. She's had a nice game tonight in her second start of the year. Left wing, Francis. 10 to shoot for the Dragons. Here's Mapasua. She'll take it into the lane. Little runner off the glass, way off the mark. And Lakaya Leslie, the rebound for the T-Birds. They push it quickly ahead to Mason Dewey into the right corner. Underneath to Leslie. Leslie drives in the lane. Shot deflected by Betham. Kelly has it with 19. Evidently the ball hit the iron. Baseline jumper up, no good by Dewey. And Betham the rebound. The Dragons have 31 assists on 41 made baskets tonight.
That's an impressive team basketball performance.
Turned over by the Dragons as Lauren Mapasua cut. Sasha Francis thought she was going to be in the backcourt, and the ball bounced into Section CC of the Sports Arena. Here's a drive by Kelly with the left hand. Betham cuts her out, and she'll bring it back out top to Dollinghouse. JC will try a three-pointer. No good. Cooper the rebound.
Good crowd on hand at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson. It's been a relaxed crowd.
There's a baseline jumper, a three-pointer by Sasha Francis. No good. Cooper gets the rebound. Make all the travel.
When the home team builds a 67-point lead, the crowd tends to get a little bit quieter, although we might hear a little bit from them if Hutchinson puts up that 100-point mark.
Indeed they do. Here's another stat. Knopf Idler with 12 rebounds, Cooper with 11. Or maybe 10, 10 in the game. Foul called on the Blue Dragons. Jaleesa Cooper whistled for her first. At least we haven't had to say foul trouble tonight. No Blue Dragon was more than 2.
I believe that's just 10 fouls for the entire game by the Blue Dragons.
Leslie gets her shot rejected by Brooklyn Betham. And then a foul by Leslie. Brooklyn was right there to swat it right as the ball was leaving Leslie's hands. She chased it down, and Leslie fouled her from behind, her third. This the team's second. Only 4 fouls combined in the quarter, each team with 2. Backdoor cut, Mapasua, she scores on a feed from Kyra Paniora, her 7th assist. Mapasua makes it 100-31. The Dragons reach the century mark. Most points ever scored against the T-Birds. There's Leslie dropping a 18-foot jumper from the right side, 100-33. Mapasua attacks between 2 people. A blocking foul called on Lakaya Leslie.
That was impressive that she squeezed between those 2 defenders as she attacked the basket.
Leslie commits her fourth. 13th foul on the T-Birds with 93 seconds to play. Again, no Tori Alford tonight. No problem tonight for the Blue Dragons. Entry pass underneath. And Lakaya Leslie has just fouled out of the game. She picked up 3 fouls in a matter of about 18 seconds to foul out.
She was fighting for position defensively on the block, and she held Brooklyn Betham.
Team's second leading scorer fouls out with 5 points, Lakaya Leslie. Still no free throws yet. Panior inbounds to Cooper. Now out top to Mapasua. Francis has it. Ball worked around the left wing, Panior. Panior working against Kelly. Now goes underneath to Betham. Betham looks right, goes, spins left, and draws the foul and will shoot 2. Isabella Vasquez the foul. This game will once again cause me to go into the books to see what top 10 marks have to be replaced, and I enjoy that as the sports information director. Brooklyn hits the first of 2. She has 11, 101-33.
All of us Blue Dragon fans appreciate your handiwork and research.
Second free throw, no good. Cooper the rebound. She'll try to break a triple team, and taking the ball away is Vasquez. 1:10 to play. There's a drive by Jamisa Jones, kicked into the left corner to Dewey. Out to Kelly for a 3, way off the mark, no good. Kelly gets her own rebound. Ball didn't hit iron, so 13 to shoot for the T-Birds. We go under a minute to play in the game. Dewey, 3-pointer, no good. Jaleesa Cooper the rebound. She continues to rack up the boards, her 13th of the game. Cooper up the floor herself, shot no good, but she's fouled by J.C. Dollinghouse. And will shoot 2 free throws with 44.2 seconds remaining.
Well, certainly these Blue Dragons are well conditioned, because even with only 8 players, and they've been getting up and down the court, you don't see any signs of fatigue among any of them.
This really has been a high possession game. Cooper misses the first. Hopefully the break will cure the free throw woes of the Blue Dragons. Cooper with one more. She sends it no good. Battling for the rebound and getting it is Lauren Mapasua. John Ott just wants him to spread it out. Into the high block. Betham knocked away from behind by Austinson into the hands of Vasquez. Turnover Blue Dragons. Kelly brings it across with 23 seconds left. Shot clock dark. Into the blocks. Vasquez. Now here's Dollinghouse in the paint. She'll go up to the right hand and score. Dollinghouse with 13, 101-35. This will be the largest margin of victory in series history. Kyra Panior is going to let it run out. 101-35 your final. The Blue Dragons will finish the first semester at 12-1, 5-0 in the Jayhawk West. Cloud County will fall to 6-8. Losing their 4th in the row. They're now 1-4 in the Jayhawk East. Again, your final, Hutchinson 101, Cloud County 35. We'll take a 2-minute break and wrap things up while the Medicine Shop game capsule and tonight's close. Again, Steve Carpenter and Dan Nacarado. First, before we go to the break, you are listening to KHUT Hutchinson and KWBW Hutchinson, Country 102.9, and where Hutchinson comes to talk at 1450 AM and 98.5 FM. We'll take a 2-minute break for the Medicine Shop game capsule on the Blue Dragons Sports Network.